Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to this weird, scary video that I'm making right now. So the world of Pokemon awaits us, which is very exciting. Now, the reason this is such a weird and scary video for me to make is because it's just me. I've already had to restart a couple times. So I've named myself Moose, even though that's not really my name, but it's the channel thing, so I'm going with it. I'm gonna be Moose. And then I uncreatively named my rival Guy, so be that as it may. But I just wanted to make this video, and maybe I don't know if it's gonna be a series or what, but I just wanted to make it so that I can kind of share my experiences with Pokemon, and just have it be just out there, you know. Because I don't know, I've been having a really weird, rough time. We had a whole bunch of videos that we had ready to edit and everything, but then my flash drive just kind of died on me. So here we are. I am by myself. I had no one to record with, and you know, I figured it's fine. It's perfect timing to do a Pokemon video, because believe it or not, when I first started making videos for YouTube, I wanted to be a Poke-Tuber, which is really weird. And now I'm realizing how difficult it is to do a solo video. And it's hard because you don't have anyone to go off of. But we're going to push through this. And it's going to be great. So, I am in town, Pallet Town. And we're going to go get ourselves an Eevee. So, okay. I think this Pokemon video is going to come at a pretty good time, because we just had the Nintendo Direct for Pokemon. Now, I think this is a really exciting time, because now we're going to have our new Pokemon, Sword and Shield, in November. Now, I really believe that these are going to be some great games. People are a little weirdly on the fence about these games, and they're like, oh, this whole Dynamaxing thing looks so weird. You're just kind of blowing up Pokemon to huge proportions. But I don't know. I think we have to give it a chance. We haven't seen everything yet. We still haven't had E3 just yet. So I think we have to give it a shot. And I don't know. Everything aside, I think it's going to be a great experience. There's a bunch of cool new Pokemon that they showed off. What's some of them? Dreadnought is really cool. He's a rock water turtle guy, and he just kind of bites stuff, and that's really cool. And I don't know if he's gonna be the fossil, because I don't know, rock and water, and he looks very fossil-y, and I don't know, but he looks very cool, and I don't know, I can't wait to experience catching him. Who else we have? Gossifleur and Eldegoss. Now, they really did kind of look like there'd be grass fairies, but we kind of do have other grass fairy types to go off of. It was kind of like a Flabébé situation, but in reverse, where it's Flabébé should have been a fairy grass, but this one should have been a fairy grass, but it didn't turn out that way. But no, I think they look really cool. And yeah, it's just I don't know. There's just so much excitement about this, and I have so many nerves going through me right now. Because, you know, I'm alone. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna get myself my Eevee. Bulbasaur, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Okay. But yeah, no, and then we have Corviknight. Corviknight, it looks so cool. Now, Corviknight is a 7-foot tall raven. And if you saw that thing in real life, it would be so weird. So weird, so scary, like this moment right now. But that's beside the point. He's kind of replacing the Fly HM. So we've seen the bike that goes across water that kind of replaces the Surf HM, or the Ride Pokemon, I guess, for Gen 7. But yeah, it's just a weird kind of, I mean, I like not having the HMs, but it's gonna be kind of weird. No, I did not want to put an X on there. But yeah, no. So I'm very excited to see what other kinds of features that they're going to be unlocking along the way, because I'm sure that like you don't get the bike until a while, or you don't get like, I don't know, just like the techniques, I guess, even in this game, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, those games even, there are special abilities that the Eevee or the Pikachu will have that will allow you to kind of they kind of replace the HMs of their time. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see what kind of new creative ways that they're going to have to replace the HMs. So like we already see that Corviknight does that. So I wonder if they're going to have like other Pokemon or like other features, because that's just wild. I'm glad to see HMs go. Let them go. Oh, and the new legendaries. So many memes about them. With the doggos or the dogs with the sword, and the bread face dogs. I don't know. I'll probably throw up a picture or something. Those are it's just so accurate. Like they seem like they're really gonna be really cool, and there's gonna be some kind of third legendary or some other kind of something to them, because like in that trailer you kind of see that they kind of they look up at the sky, so like they do their attacks on each other, and then they realize that, oh my god, you're my brother. So it's like, okay, so it's time to band together instead of fight you. Let's fight something else because I thought you were whatever. So I'm excited to see how they kind of play in, to kind of see what type they are. I'm kind of feeling like they're going to be steel types, just by the look of them and the fact that they're a sword and a shield kind of Pokemon. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Let's see. Oh, and the names of them, like, so Zacian and Zamazenta. And now they seemed like such a weird, like, so far off and weird from what we're kind of used to. And like we don't have a lot of Z named Pokemon, like we have Zweilous, Zubat, whatever. But like there's just something about them that just seems so weird. They don't sound like an average like Pokemon name, you know? But then I heard somewhere that like you have the names kind of sound like colors. So you have Zacian, and that's like cyan. And then you have Zamazenta, sounds like magenta. So now those are the colors, like in tech at least. Like when you have your standard computer or whatever, you have the RGB, and then which is red, blue, green, and then you have the magenta, cyan, and yellow. So I feel like that could be like a cool thing. In that case, it's kind of like coming full circle. Oh, that's a really bad throw. You kind of get like the different colors. So RGB, we already have 3 different games, red, blue, and green, and we have a game that's yellow. So like having cyan and magenta, and like even the colors, like if you look at Sword and Shield, like they're not just a regular like standard blue and red. The actual thing for Pokemon Shield looks to be like a more magenta pinkish color, and I think that's really cool. That I don't know if it's an actual thing, but like that would be really cool if it was, or like if the next third legendary, if that was based on like the color yellow or something, that would be really cool. Now another thing I was thinking about with that too is if they had the third game, so like you have your red and your blue and then your yellow, and then you have like the ruby, sapphire, emerald, gold, silver, crystal, like that whole thing. They haven't really done that in a while. So they had like black and white 2. They didn't have anything for Gen 6, and then for Gen 7 they had Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They never had like the third one. So now I'm wondering if they'll do if they'll bring that back for this one. So they'll have like the updated third game. because I think that would be pretty cool to see that make a comeback. Like I would buy it in a second. Just something about like it's just very exciting. Nintendo Game Freak, take my money, take it. But that'd be so cool to have that come back and have the third legendary be the new box legendary, and to have a similar game experience, but it's like now revitalized, and they give you so many extra features. They take what's so great about the original games, and then they just give it that extra little oomph. Now, that would be so, like, I just love those days. Those, I mean, I never got to really experience. The only ones I actually really experienced was Diamond and Pearl. So I was in the age range to be playing Pokemon when I first started playing in Diamond and Pearl. So that's really one of the interesting things about this, is that they had Diamond and Pearl, and then Platinum was this huge big thing, and it was so cool to be able to catch Giratina in this new form. And I don't know, there's just something about that, something about the discovery of it all is just so interesting and fun to me. And like, yeah, people will argue, yeah, it's the same game, but just over and over again, but you keep buying it. But I'm gonna buy it regardless. I don't care. I just love Pokemon so much. I don't know if that's coming across yet, but no, because before I played Diamond and Pearl, I did have the other games. I didn't understand them. Like, I had a Pokemon Crystal before I knew how to read, and that was just like wild. That I couldn't even read and I was playing a Pokemon game. And then for whatever reason, I guess I like skipped over Ruby Sapphire. And I just had this weird gap for the longest time until like I went back and started playing like all through the games again. Oh, another point I wanted to make too is that they have the champion of this new Galar region, right? So Leon, right? So people have been kind of like making fun of his whole attire, outfit, and everything, and I think it's just it's very interesting. It seems like he did just kind of like wake up and put on whatever. So, but I forgot, on his back, on his cape, he has a whole bunch of brand deals, which, like, bad props to him for getting those brand deals. I don't know who's paying him. I don't know what those brands are, but he has like logos on his back, and I'm wondering if he's not just like faking the fame for all of this, like fame, like faking being good in order to be like I don't know. I'm not being articulate, but just having him be just he just seems a little bit fake to me. I don't know, like we have to see where it goes, but like as of right now, he just seems very fake. So I'm wondering if he's kind of like this false hero for our rival Hop, because that would be pretty interesting to have this big brother that you're looking up to, and then he's just kind of a fake, and then that proves him. That makes him want to prove himself towards, like oh, he's fake, so let me oh no, poor Eevee, sorry. So yeah, just to have him be like, oh yeah, my brother's a big fraud, so let me take him down. It gives me more. It makes me want to take him down even more. Now, before I wanted to be him, now I want to beat him. So I think that's really cool. And I think the whole brother dynamic is so interesting too, because I feel like there's a lot of people... How do I get out of here? Okay. There's a lot of... Like, there's a big family dynamic, and I feel like now they're at an age... Like, they have people, or kids, I guess, who are at an age where their older brothers or sisters, or I guess even their moms or dads at this point, were playing Pokemon when they were kids. So now they have someone younger who's looking up to someone much older than them that's also playing Pokemon. So like, okay, one day I'll be able to beat you. And I feel like that was a pretty huge like dynamic in my own family too, where my brother played Pokemon a lot. And I wanted nothing more. Like, I wanted to, like, have a 1-for-1 copy of his teams when I was growing up. Diamond and Pearl, before I even got the game, he had Diamond, and I got Pearl. But I wanted our teams to be the same because I wanted to be just like him, and I wanted his team. Because he knew everything about Pokemon. He was the Pokemon master. And then, I eventually realized that, like, I can be my own trainer. I can play this game however I want to. And I think that's just it's such a cool thing, because now I'm sure that there are other people out there that have that same kind of experience. Now, I'm pretty sure he still enjoys playing Pokemon, but he's just it's kind of fallen by the wayside in his eyes, whereas me, it's like Pokemon is a huge part of my life. But I don't know, it's just something about like that family dynamic that I think is really cool. And the series kind of invites more people, yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot much more I could say that's not what I've already said. I just think it's really cool. Now, in terms of Pokemon being a huge part of my life, yeah, yeah. So I don't know if I said it earlier. I don't know if it's where I cut before, but I will say that Pokemon has been a massive part of my life, and though I have lost interest in it before, I fully fledged got back into it. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling, and it's been a long time. So I will tell you my tragic stories on the next episode. I will continue this, and hopefully is less rambly and more relaxed. I can kind of ease into it and just kind of talk and not be so meh this. So on that note, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. If you have, thank you so much. If you're still here. So thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.